I'll tell you what, I did not wake up this morning thinking I would talk about Markelle Fultz. What is going on, everyone? I just want to let you know before we dive into this that I do have a promo code with SeatGeek, and you can use that code when you purchase tickets for any event, any game on SeatGeek. Use the promo code BROADS, and you will get $20 off of your purchase. Markelle Fultz. Markelle Fultz has videos up of him hitting jump shots. Am I being a hypocrite because I'm going to say that I don't value those videos whatsoever, but when Ben Simmons was hitting them, I was all thrilled and pumped? Maybe that is being hypocritical, but there's a difference. Markelle Fultz had an injury, and I guess I got to go with injury, shoulder injury. So he's rehabbing the shoulder. He was always able to shoot. He was always able to make those shots. He had a physical injury. So he's just hitting his shots because he feels better. Ben Simmons was unwilling to shoot. He just wouldn't do it. He wasn't able to do it. He wouldn't do it. And we see his videos of him playing 5-on-5, pickup, getting in spots, actually elevating and setting his feet and squaring up to the basket. He was adding an element to his game. So we get all pumped, we get all thrilled as Sixers fans because that's awesome. We want to see that. That's him taking a big step in his game to be the next big one in the league. To be the next dominant player. That's what he's missing. We hear it all the time, the comparisons to LeBron James if he adds a jump shot. So to get all giddy for Ben Simmons videos, it makes sense. But for Markelle Fultz to be hitting shots in the gym because his shoulder injury feels better, it's not the same. It's not the same. Markelle Fultz is always going to be tied to the 76ers. But if you're a Sixers fan, there shouldn't be. Like, I'm over that. I'm over the Markelle Fultz thing. I don't care what happens in his career. With where the Sixers were when everything went down, you can't have that type of money on the books when you're trying to make a push. Because that player's sitting on the bench, he's not doing anything, he's almost kind of like a distraction. You need that cap space for other players to pick up that Al Horford. You needed that cap space. You can't have that type of player sitting on the bench and not giving you anything. And even if you thought that, okay, this is the year he's going to go out there, this is the year Markelle Fultz is going to be something special. I can't put my eggs in that basket. I'd rather go out and get that veteran player in Al Horford right now. We are in win now mode. We are ready to win now. We can't be having that Markelle Fultz experiment on our bench. It didn't work out. It sucks. No one could have ever expected this. But he's not here anymore. And it was an obvious decision to make that move. You can't be disappointed in Elton Brand, or you can't be disappointed in this management for making that decision to move on from him. It's about the money. If you want to compete, you can't have that. So whether he turns out or not, this was the right decision. But to see him hitting jump shots, to see him practicing, that's all great. We'll see when the time comes if that really means anything. Similar to the Ben Simmons thing, but I can't compare it. I cannot compare it. Markelle Fultz had an injury/mental block to play professional basketball at that level. Ben Simmons is adding a portion to his game where he can take the next level to superstar in his game. It's just two completely different things. Two completely different things. We say that Ben Simmons has a mental block, which he does. Markelle Fultz's mental block wouldn't even allow him to play in the game, in the league. Ben Simmons still gives you triple-doubles almost every single night, and he's a triple-double threat every single night with his mental block to not be able to shoot a jumper. That's why this excitement level for his videos is different. And listen, maybe the smaller market's going to help him. because the Orlando Magic, the media is not the same. Philadelphia, we're harsh, we're brutal. We have NBA Finals expectations now. We have a lot of hype surrounding our team. Maybe the pressure was a little bit too much for him to be this young player coming out of here and coming into here and trying to help this ball club. At the time, it was the right pick, though. His stats at Washington, his athleticism, his ability to drive, his spinoramas, like he has the skill set. It's just not coming out because of the injury and the mental block. But I just thought it was hilarious that I see the videos on my timeline. I crack up and laugh at it because I don't respect that for anything. Yet I'm the complete opposite with Ben Simmons. And it's not a bias thing. I'm telling you, it's not a bias thing. It has nothing to do with him being on the Sixers and moving along. It's just two completely different type of videos and where they're at in their careers and what the problem was. It's completely different, to an extreme, to be honest. Markelle Fultz. There are still people who firmly believe that this kid is so special. And you know what? Maybe he will be one day. But that doesn't mean the Sixers moving on from him was the wrong decision. Because with where we are right now as an organization, look at what we have. Look at what we have. We have a team that's ready to compete for the NBA Finals. We have a team where this fan base is so amped up for Sixers basketball because we have a team to compete for the title. So for those people who think the process didn't work, look at us. Maybe it didn't work smoothly to the complete path that we had laid out, but did it not work? It worked. We have a realistic chance to battle in the NBA Finals. Tell me how it didn't work. We're on the Christmas schedule. I love that. In Wells Fargo Center, too. I was going to make a video on it, but I was waiting for them to put out the times of all the games, and they didn't do that. And when they do the release and all, we'll get more hype about it for sure. But we do get a Christmas Day game in Philadelphia, which is going to be absolutely electric in South Philly. Of course, I'm going to think about maybe getting a couple tickets for that game. And while we're at it, if you are going to buy tickets for that game, you might as well use SeatGeek and the promo code BRODES to save you $20 off. Am I right? See what I did there? I want to hear your thoughts, though. Are you a Markelle Fultz fan? Are you a believer in Markelle Fultz? Or do you not care? But do you value this video the same that you would Ben Simmons? When I watch sports, I try and keep it neutral. Of course, there's times where bias comes in because I'm so passionate, but I use logic more than I use heart. Well, there's a good mix of both. But when I'm turning the bias off for this situation, I see one man in Markelle Fultz who was in one weird situation where the NBA really has never seen it. And then I look at Ben Simmons, and him shooting jump shots in videos is different because he can actually play in the NBA. We've seen him play in the NBA. And this is him adding such a lethal part to his game that can take him to the next level. We've seen Fultz in situations where there's a mental block to the point where he can't even play a little bit in the NBA. He just can't play. So why him knocking down a couple shots in an empty gym? What does that mean? He's going to be serviceable? He's going to drop 20 points? He's going to have a triple-double? What does that mean? That's just the way I see things. Maybe I'm being harsh. I probably am being harsh. I love my 76ers. I know all of you love the 76ers as well. I was shocked to hear about this jersey thing, by the way. I put up that video of how much I love the new jerseys. There were a lot of people that were unhappy, a lot of fans that didn't like the 70 and how it was written. Come on now, fellas. Those jerseys are beautiful, and I can't wait to purchase one. I can't wait to see Joel Embiid in the post, giving a little shimmy to anyone trying to defend him, giving a little post hook, coming back down on the floor of the next possession, a little pump fake Euro in those clean, crisp white jerseys. It just gets me going to another level. Gets me going. And of course, Ben Simmons hitting a jump shot in those jerseys as well. Oh, I can't wait. I was thinking, I hate to say this here, but I was thinking, are we still going to dance this year? Are we going to dance to the Sixers win song, or are we past that? I don't know. I don't want to be hated for taking a step back. That's my thing. That's my shtick. Well, I don't know. We might have to discuss. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Comment down below. I love reading the comments. I enjoy reading the comments. It gets interesting down there, of course. But, hey, listen, that's the beauty of sports talk. That's the beauty of sports debates. You get your opinion out there, and as long as it's respectful, right? Of course, there's people who cross the line, but they don't stay here very long. It's very easy to block those users. But as long as it's respected, I love reading. I love commenting back. So do not be afraid to voice your opinion on this subject, on Fultz, on Ben Simmons, and whatnot. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up button, of course, and I will see you next time.